Welcome back to Uindytv News. I'm Kendall Pearson.
And I'm Austin Cook. Last week, we let viewers know of our current renovations here at Uindytv.
We thought we'd be done by now, but as you know, great things take time.
So for now, enjoy our temporary setup, and we will be back next week with our new and improved studio.
I'm really excited for the new studio because it is an absolute mess right now.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to clean it up and make it so much more lively in here.
Yes.
It's going to look beautiful.
I love the lights you put in too. Well, starting off, 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Ruth was taken into custody after allegedly pointing an AK-47 style rifle near Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida. Secret Service agents opened fire, but Ruth escaped in a black Nissan. A witness's photo helped lead to his arrest. Ruth reportedly claimed to have previously worked in Ukraine's war effort. Expressing frustration about foreign soldiers being admitted, authorities are expected to charge him with domestic terrorism and weapons offenses.
The Delphi murder has a recent update, as Richard Allen was previously charged with 4 counts of murder in February 2017, case of Abby Williams and Libby German. Richard Allen is still scheduled to begin on October 14th after a recent appeal by the defense attorneys was denied. On Wednesday, the court put the possibility of the trial being set back even more to the end by denying the defense motion to certify court orders. The trial remains set for October 14, 2024 through November 15, 2024.
Indiana University student Gregory Gabler is facing 2 counts of rape after a female student reported he sexually assaulted her in his Wilkie South dorm room. Gabler was inside one of his classes on campus when he was taken to IUPD headquarters, where officers say he refused to answer questions about the rape report. In photos taken by the police, the victim had several bruises on her neck, face, chest, and arm, as well as bite marks. Reportedly, Gabler said, "You're never leaving me," while the sexual assault was happening. IUPD officers arrested him later that night, and he is now booked into the Monroe County Jail on charges of rape, criminal confinement, and sexual battery.
A 14-year-old has been arrested in Lafayette, Indiana for making threats to local schools, including Lafayette Jefferson High School and Tecumseh Middle School. The juvenile faces multiple charges such as conspiracy to commit burglary, firearm theft, auto theft, and possession of a firearm. Authorities stressed the importance of school safety and are working closely with school administrators. A Tippecanoe County Prosecutor office will make the final decision on said charges.
Good morning, Greyhounds, and welcome back to your Wednesday show.
We have some very exciting things to talk about with our very special guest.
So what do you find unique about UIndy, and what kind of pulled you here?
What are you doing?
Watching Good Morning Greyhounds every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m.
A 29-year-old Uber driver, Francisco Valderez, was arrested last Tuesday by IMPD detectives after he admitted to shooting and killing a 30-year-old woman, Chanti Dixon, after he tried to rape her. Dixon's family said they traced her phone to a wooded area behind her home and called the police. IMPD was called around 1 p.m. last Monday on the 1800 block of Wagner Lane. IMPD arrived to find the woman naked, lying on her stomach, completely unresponsive. Dixon's mother told the officers that she had called for an Uber early Sunday morning around 3:30 a.m. after she had gotten off work, and no one has spoken to her since. The Uber app said Dixon's driver drove a BMW with an Indiana license plate. Detectives searched and identified that the driver was Valdez. Officers then went to the home of Valdez and questioned him about Dixon. He told police that he did pick up Dixon on Sunday and at first said that nothing out of the ordinary had occurred. When confronted with evidence, Valdez changed his story and said that he'd heard of a gunshot after he dropped her off. Valadez claimed after he got back home around 5:30 a.m., he called the non-emergency line to report the incident. After being questioned multiple times and continuing to change his story, he finally admitted to shooting her, saying, "Okay, I shot her in the head. It was self-defense." Valadez was officially charged Monday with felony murder, attempted rape, and attempted abuse of the corpse. He was being held without bond pending trial. A preliminary trial date has been set for November.
A 19-year-old George Washington high school student is facing felony charges after attacking a substitute teacher. Ahiz Mahamido is being charged with 1 count of a level 6 felony after punching a substitute teacher 3 times in the mouth, causing the teacher to fall to the ground. Ahiz then began kicking the teacher in the ribs, according to a statement given to police by the teacher. According to police officials, the teacher lost consciousness after being punched a second time. He was later diagnosed with a concussion and at least 1 cracked rib after seeking medical care following the incident. Aziz was detained by police officials and taken to the Criminal Justice Center, where he is now awaiting a bail review hearing.
The Indiana State Police are investigating former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll after he spent a total of $11,126 at a St. Elmo steakhouse. According to probable cause, Knoll spent the money using Utica Township Volunteer Firefighter Association's credit card at the steakhouse periodically from 2019 to 2023. Knoll also deducted another $1,200 in gift cards. Knoll took a total of 23 trips to St. Elmo, spending as little as $25 and as high as $1,000. Investigators are seeking in-store receipts, security footage, and billing information. Knoll was arrested in the investigation. Courts have also indicated that Knoll gave John Miller, a former Clarksville police, thousands of dollars in gift, meals, concert tickets, and travel using the UTVFA funds. Knoll admitted guilty to 27 of 31 charges last week. A judge is considering a plea agreement that would sentence Knoll to 15 years in prison.
The Indianapolis Historic Preservation Commission approved a $300 million project in downtown Indy. The boxcar development project will be at the former site of the CSX building on Pennsylvania Street across from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The development consists of plans of a 13-story, 170-room Shinola hotel. There are plans for a new concert venue with Live Nation, which will hold up to 4,000 people. The new buildings will include a parking garage and a sky bridge that connects to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Construction is to begin later this year and finish in September of 2027.
Sensory-inclusive spaces and bags are now available across the Indianapolis Zoo grounds. The options came to the zoo after they received its sensory-inclusive certification through Culture City, the nonprofit that promotes accessibility for people with sensory needs, and spaces include 18 designated sensory-safe zones. According to the zoo's updated map with all accessibility options listed, there are 2 quiet areas, 10 headphone zones, 2 smell zones, 2 spots for sensory bag pickup, and 2 spots for weighted lap pad pickup. Staff members receive training to recognize and assist guests with sensory needs. The zoo marks the 26th Culture City Sensory Inclusive venue in Indiana.
Hounds, I hope you're starving because today is National Cheeseburger Day. The beloved sandwich dates back to the 1920s, although there is no clear inventor of this fan favorite food.
One of the origin stories taking place in 1926 is centered around a man named Lionel Sternberger, who worked for his father's sandwich store and Rite Aid shop during the alleged experiment. Sternberger is believed that he had dropped a slice of American cheese on a sizzling burger. Voila, the American cheeseburger is born.
You can celebrate this occasion by heading to your favorite burger joint and downing one of these cheesy, delicious Sammies. If you're vegan or vegetarian, go to Kroger and buy a plant-based product and grill up your own. Regardless, make sure to enjoy National Cheeseburger Day to the fullest. Austin, I have a question for you though. Where's your favorite place to get a cheeseburger?
I have to go with the closest. I love the spicy burger that they've got at Wendy's.
Okay, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's not too new, but very close to campus.
Honestly, I'm really basic and I just like McDonald's. And it's cheap. That's what us college students can afford.
Very true.
Thank you for tuning in to Uindytv News.
And you can stream us on Xfinity Channel 1096.
And as always, be safe, Indy.